Welcome, wrestling fans, to another great and exciting program of Appalachia Mountain Wrestling. J.R. Everidge with the G-Man himself. G-Man, an exciting program for the fans today.
We're going to have a great show. Plus, we're going to learn a little bit about Thanksgiving turmoil. Hear from Kyle Maggard a little later as well. But who we got lined up for today's matches, J.R.?
Okay, today we're going to be taking a look at Stan Lee as he takes on a competitor, Kyle Hawk. We don't know a lot about Hawk, but he's going to be making his debut, and we're going to check this match out. It should be very interesting. Also today, you're going to be seeing Marty Clay, interestingly enough, take on a mystery masked man. He wouldn't even give us any information to go on. Put an X on the line. Marty accepted the challenge, and today, here we go, G-Man.
Marty is a fighting champion.
So, also, we're going to be hearing from Kyle Maggard about the big upcoming match coming up. Thanksgiving night, Thanksgiving turmoil right there in Jeff, Kentucky, the Whitaker Athletic Center. What a night of action. Bell time 7 p.m.
Kyle will give his answer on tonight's episode.
Going to be interesting. We've got all of this and a lot more Appalachia Mountain Wrestling.
Today's program is brought to you by Tim Short Ford and Lincoln of Hazard. Take the short drive to satisfaction.
Hey, welcome fans, Appalachia Mountain Wrestling. J.R. Everidge and the G-Man himself. G-Man, we have a good card this week. Look right here, Stan Lee's making his way to the ring for the opener.
Wondering what's going to happen with him and the family. What's he got the game plan for that, JR?
Well, that's kindly got me in wonderment as well. I've sat and pondered. He's wanting to maybe regroup the old family that he was involved with before, with many of his illegal actions and tactics along the way. So that's going to be interesting to see how that pans out.
What about Thanksgiving turmoil?
Thanksgiving turmoil. This is going to be an event everybody's going to want to see. You're going to mark this on your calendar, guys. Thanksgiving turmoil. You know the big attraction is going to have to be John Noble and Kyle Maggard. With everything that's developed, G-Man.
These two have traveled the roads together, JR. Many, many miles. Good friends. Yes. I just can't comprehend what is going through Noble's mind right now.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you, it is a mess, a hot mess indeed. And it's all going to surface and come to play Thanksgiving turmoil. That's going to be something else to see. Fans got to get out there.
If you want tickets, you better purchase them now.
That's exactly right. Appalachia Mountain Wrestling bringing you Stan Lee, and he's going to be taking on a formidable opponent in the form of one Kyle Hawk, making his way to the ring.
Let's not fail to mention, JR, you can purchase your tickets for Thanksgiving turmoil at eventbrite.com.
Yes, indeed. Eventbrite.com. Get those tickets.
They're going fast, folks.
You'll definitely want to be on hand to see the action that night. That and so much more, G-Man. A whole lot of things.
What about John Noble hitting Kyle in the back of the head?
Yeah, with the championship title.
With the title.
I mean, insult to injury. The way that everything just played out like that. I mean, it was just, I'm thinking displaced aggression. I'm not sure, but I do know that John Noble has kindly took a negative side to all this and just acting out like I've never seen John Noble do before.
Well, you know what they say, payback's what payback's going to be. And I got that feeling that's going to happen with Kyle when they meet Thanksgiving turmoil.
Well, we have to say that Kyle did try to talk him down. He tried to reach out to him and let him know exactly what was going on, what was happening, but John wouldn't have any part of it. I mean, he had that mindset and, to reach out physically to see these two like that, man, it's just something else. I mean,
I would never expect that.
I would have never either. Not from John.
Of course not. Kyle Hawk seems to be your fan favorite here. He's on the megahorn. What's he doing here? He's talking to Stan Lee a little bit. The fans at ringside. Okay. Well, he's a brassy-looking individual.
Yes, he is. Very brassy.
In the gym. Of course, Stan Lee, well-rounded veteran. Should be an interesting matchup, G-Man.
It should. Let's tell the fans where Thanksgiving Turmoil will be at. It will be at the Whitaker Athletic Center in Jeff, Kentucky.
That's exactly right. A fine facility right there, Jeff, Kentucky. Just a few minutes away from Hazard, Kentucky. Right there in Jeff, Kentucky.
Bell time, 7 o'clock.
7 p.m. bell time. And what a night of action. Fans, we really can't express to you the action that's going to be going on that night. We can tell you the situations involved. And, man, I'll tell you, it's a tell of what's going to come down.
Later on, we'll hear from Kyle on this program about thoughts on Thanksgiving night.
Okay,
Going to be very interesting. Kyle's got some things to say.
Oh, I would say that he has. He has to have a lot on his mind. Keep in mind, Kyle's involved in a lot of things here. He's also half of the AMW Tag Team Champions. And, he's got this on his plate. Just a whole lot of things to contend with. It's going to be very interesting to see exactly what comes about that night. Big Kyle Hawk setting to go into action here. It's Stan Lee. G-Man, it's going to be something to see Thanksgiving night. The fans, it makes for a good time. It's kind of been a tradition, especially with AMW, for the fans to come out on Thanksgiving night. What a great way to spend the evening after your big turkey day.
Well, let's think of it this way, Jar. Everybody's going to have to spend a day with the family, and some of us are going to need a break from the family.
Well, that's true. You're right. You're right.
So there's your opportunity to get your break.
Yes.
Thanksgiving Turmoil.
Enjoy yourself.
Whitaker Athletic Center.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Okay. Stan Lee has never been a fast starter, but let me tell you something. This guy, he knows all the tricks of the trade, in and out. And he's not one to ignore procrastination. He'll take his time and try to work his way through a situation. And this time, of course, head first into the mat, G-Man.
Nice little face plant there.
Man, and he hit hard, too. Well, Kyle Hawk making a good showing so far, we'll say that. Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, the G-Man with me. G-Man, the stars of AMW. I tell you, the roster just keeps on and on and on improving. I tell you,
We're building every day, JR.
Yes.
And you will see a lot of action Thanksgiving Turmoil.
Yes.
But as you said earlier, we don't know what Kyle's got planned. He is one half of the tag team champions. How's all this going to be addressed? But they do have Lemon Juice McGee in the corner.
Well, Lemon Juice has certainly been, from my perspective, a positive influence on the team. More than positive. He's really stuck by his guys.
Well, the jury's still out on that, JR, or my behalf anyway.
We just have to wait and see what happens with that situation as well, I guess. But so far, I'm just saying that Lemon Juice has been a positive influence on the team, in my opinion. But we'll see. Everything time will tell, as they say.
Well, I'm just interested to hear the interview with Kyle Maggard later on. I'm really wanting his thoughts on what transpired.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what's on his mind. I really am. Stan Lee with that standing side headlock, really applying the pressure now. Kyle Hawk, the fans trying to get behind him here. Stan Lee just absolutely applying that pressure, backs his man into the ropes. And Stan's trying to hang on here. He don't want to go for a ride yet, does he?
No, he don't want that ride yet.
Here we go, back off on a reversal. Stan Lee ahead of his man, shoulder smash. Down to the back goes Stan Lee. Kyle Hawk right on top of the action. Back over and across. Hip toss, no sir, reversal. And it's going to be Kyle Hawk with the hip toss. Standing drop kick, caught him in the midsection there, but enough to knock the big man down. And again.
This Kyle Hawk is very athletic, JR.
Yes, he is.
Stan trying to get out of the ring, and looks like he hit the wrong spot.
Yes. I think Stan Lee made the misjudgment in exiting the ring there, and Kyle Hawks just in front of him laughing. I mean, the referees would have to pull the man back into the ring.
Kyle Hawks is going to give him an assist as well.
A little assistance here. Yes. Oh, no. Oh, no. The old T-bone coming into effect here, I'm afraid. So watch out. That's got to be some kind of pain, Gene.
That's some pain right there, JR.
Eventbrite.com. Get your tickets
Yes.
to Eventbrite.com, fans, for the big Thanksgiving turmoil at Jeff, Kentucky, the Whitaker Athletic Center. Big night of wrestling action. You'll want to be there.
And I'm sure you'll want ringside tickets
Oh, absolutely.
for this
Get on top
event.
of that action. Get down there.
The Kyle Maggard John Noble match will be worth the ringside ticket alone.
That's exactly right. Totally worth the price of admission. I do agree. Kyle Hawk, meantime, is just giving Stan Lee a pounding in that corner. You don't want to let go of this fella. I'm telling you something. You got to stay up. Just what I was talking about. Met his man with a big elbow. The swoop, the ride, the reverse neck breaker. Rolls his man over, going for that cover, too. Oh,
That's a nice little Superman cape Stan Lee's wearing there. Mocking.
Oh, look at this. Stan Lee mimicking. Well, I'm sure that's going to get him nowhere.
Doing the tomahawk chop.
Yeah.
It's like Hawk is down, holding his head, JR.
Yeah, he's having some problems here.
Lee just strutting around, antagonizing the fans.
Stan Lee continues his little act here. I'm not sure what this guy. And he's going to be declared the winner of the match. So there was a 3 count. Stan Lee coming out the winner, G-Man. And what a match it was. Kyle Hawk came into the match, had everything going for him, but he just... Wrestling fans, don't go anywhere. Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, we'll be right back.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. 2 entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
You're in the market for a great deal? Well, come on down to Big Deals. 5053 North Highway, Kentucky 15, Bonneman, Kentucky. Big Deals has a great variety of new and antique furniture, clothing, electronics, bath and body, and much, much more. Monday through Saturday, 10 to 8, Sundays 12 to 5. That number to call, 606-435-2696. Fair payment plans offered. Come on down to Big Deals.
And now the AMW Slam of the Week, presented by Tim Short Ford and Lincoln of Hazard.
Hey, what's John Noble doing? Hey, wait just a minute here. They didn't have him there. Hey.
And he hits Kyle with it. But what a dirty move. Hitting Maggard and back
John,
of his
no lemon juice.
They're taking out lemon juice.
Oh, my goodness.
No clue. They didn't have no clue that was coming.
John Noble. I don't know what's going on here, but evidently this is just something that this is going to have to be resolved. Noble.
Noble making a statement tonight.
I just cannot believe the actions of John Noble.
Okay, fans, we're back with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. Standing in with me right now is one half of the AMW Tag Team Champions, Kyle Maggard. Kyle, got some questions for you here, brother. This upcoming match, it's going to be you and John Noble. I know that there's a lot of play inside of your mind about this particular match. Who's the better man, perhaps? The way this whole thing came about. Give us a little insight if you don't care.
Well, you know, JR, you're right. A lot of things are running through my mind. John he's been like a brother to me for 20, 25 years now, you know. And this is just out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, John Noble hits me in the back of the head with this belt right here. This very belt he hit me in the back of the head with. like, you know, this past week on television, last week on television, you've seen, you know, I don't know. I've had to do a lot of soul searching before I accepted the match because, like I said, you know, John's like family. And the family, brothers fight. And, you know, when brothers fight, you really don't want to be responsible if you really, really hurt the other one, right?
True.
And that's how I don't want to be responsible for having to hurt John Noble. But, you know, we're talking, it's a pride thing now.
Yeah.
And people have always asked, everywhere I've went, they've always asked, well, you know, who's won between you and John? You know, who's better between you and John? Who, you know, if you're standing across the ring, who is the man? And I'll give John props where props are due. You know, John's been wrestling since 1995 and been one of the best wrestlers in the southeastern part of the United States by far. Household name. Anybody around, well, when you mention John Noble, they talk about how great John Noble is in the ring. But, you know, there comes a time in every wrestler, any competitor, I don't care what sport you're in, there comes a time where Father Time creeps up to us all and starts knocking on our door. And the young line starts to pass the old line. So, you know, John has had other things on his mind over these last, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, where Kyle Maggard has been solely focused on wrestling. I'm not going to sit here and toot my own horn, but I feel like I put myself in a position to be considered the man here in the mountains.
Okay.
So there's only one way to find out. It's to line up across the ring from him. Let them ring that bell, and we're going to go to war. And we're going to find out who is the better man between us. Now, he got out here last week, and I seen his little interview with you.
Yeah.
And he talked about how Kyle Maggard has to be all over AMW television. Kyle Maggard has to be front and center.
He did make that comment.
You know, that's coming from a guy who was the president here for a while, and the first thing he did as the president was release an 8-part documentary series on the AMW Wrestling Network all about himself. I mean, if we're going to talk about who has to be out there and who has to be seen, I mean, Mr. 8-part series, John Noble. Okay. So, all that being said, all that being done, you notice I'm standing here being interviewed by you. There's no lemon juice. There's no Wayne Atkins.
True.
It's just me.
Yeah.
It's because this is personal. It's me against him. Brother versus brother. Friend versus friend. We're going to find out for one last time who is simply better. John Noble, Kyle Maggard. Last time we had this match, it got interrupted. It was the only time we've ever had this match.
Yeah. So
this won't happen this time. John's going to line up over there. I'm going to line up over here. And then I'm going to pin him 1, 2, 3 right in the middle of the ring.
Okay, well, Kyle, it's good that you have that great confidence behind you. Fans, this is a match, I'm going to say, from my own personal opinion, this is one of the most important match in AMW's wrestling history. You've got to be there. Thanksgiving night, Thanksgiving turmoil. This is Thanksgiving night, Jeff, Kentucky, the Whitaker Athletic Center. Get your tickets. Get them soon. They're going fast. Eventbrite.com.
Now on the AMW Wrestling Network, AMW Gold Rush. 5 promotions, 7 championships, all on one night. Sign up today. Start your 30-day free trial. Catch all the action of AMW Gold Rush.
Man, I'll tell you, it's all coming to a head at Thanksgiving.
Eventbrite.com for ticket information and for your tickets as well.
Yes.
Bell time 7 o'clock, Whitaker Athletic Center.
Here he is, Marty Clay, your AMW champion, making his way through the crowd.
And let's not forget, JR, Marty will be on the card for Thanksgiving Turmoil.
Yeah, to my understanding, he's going to be right there and he'll be putting that title on the line that night. True?
He is a fighting champion, JR. Just look at this match here.
Marty Clay. Well, you know, when when they approached Marty with this particular match here, it was, we have an opponent for you, but this guy don't want to release any information openly, and this is what we have. He says, hey, I'll take on anybody. So
And he's a man of his word.
well, his willingness to wrestle someone without knowing a prior history or what have you, that shows something about your champion. He's there to take on any formidable opponent. The referee displaying the belt. Off comes the vest, and Marty Clay. Well, this guy has a physique, doesn't he?
Yes, he does, JR, and a high flyer as well.
Yes. Masked man. He's a man of mystery. There's no doubt about it. I can tell he's had some gym time, and he's really got that height advantage going for him, looks like. It'll be interesting to see how this guy performs.
He's a very serious guy, that's for sure.
Goes in, but Marty Clay quick to go for the leg. Wow. Marty Clay getting a fast start here. He's just been out of the flow, but making that attempt. But this guy is he's locked in with that hand. Puts Marty back into that corner.
Kind of bit of a size difference here.
Yes, Marty going back for that leg. He realizes he's got to take the big man off his feet. Whips his man, a reversal into the ropes. Back off. Marty comes in with a side drop kick to the lower section of that leg. Lower portion down, he's going to charge in the corner. Watch out again, Marty Clay. Marty Clay really being aggressive early here.
Very aggressive. Let's not forget, folks, you want to see Marty Clay live in action. Thanksgiving Turmoil. Not only along with Marty, we were going to have the main event match.
Yes.
Used to be friends, now bitter enemies.
That's what I say. There's more riding on this match. There's a lot of personal feelings. There's, well, you know, the fans have watched both of these athletes over the years, and both being fan favorites and friends, and then a situation coming up. Double axe handle, sends his man down to the mat. Masked man on the cover, 1-2 on the mat there, but Marty Clay only getting a 2 count. A whole lot riding on Thanksgiving Turmoil.
Yes.
Interesting.
Tickets are selling fast.
They're going fast, rightfully so. You want to be there, get that ringside, get in where you can see the action. Oh, wow.
I'm just glad we've already have our ringside seats waiting on us when we get there.
Puts his man up, full scoop, slams. Wow.
That'll take the wind out of Marty.
2. As we say, we don't know anything about this guy, but I can tell right now that he's out for Marty. He's just using the chokehold what he can. Marty coming back to the midsection. Helps Marty was leery about this guy, and that's his early start. Reason for his early start here against him so aggressive.
You know, JR, I wonder how Marty feels about this, because both Kyle and John are mentors of his.
Yeah, absolutely. And it goes back again, personal feeling. Well, you know, Marty Clay with defending that title is pretty much preoccupied with everything about the title matches, and then something like this comes up. I mean, does it play on his psyche in the matches?
You know it would have to. Only one way we're going to see how it plays out, though, JR. Thanksgiving Turmoil.
That's exactly. I'm certainly marking my days down on my calendar.
It's right around the corner now.
Last man sets his man. Runs in, drops down with that vicious leg drop. Boy, he's a massive individual, I tell you. He's just
Definitely has a size advantage on Marty.
We've seen Marty in trouble before he come out, but this time he got a 2 count and continuing to work on Marty Clay. He is your AMW champion, and with that title comes a lot of travel.
A lot of travel, and he's making those miles right now. He's defending that title. You know, what would be interesting, JR, if we saw another match, Marty Clay versus John Noble at a future date.
Well, it's dear. I mean, anything, we never know what's going to happen, what's going to come up, and that's just, well, that's part of the inside of the whole match is when things get out of control and happen, that causes personal feelings to become involved. Oh my, he dropped down on that, look right here on that chin.
Marty's quickness.
Man.
Big drop kick.
Marty Clay.
Fans asking for another one, and he gives it to him.
Wow, sends his man crashing to the mat. The referee for the cover two. And I think he found the rope with his arm on the rope.
Looks like frustration is setting in on Marty a little bit.
Marty Clay.
And let's not forget, folks, Thanksgiving Turmoil will be at the Whitaker Athletic Center in Jeff, Kentucky.
Just a few minutes from downtown Hazard.
You can go out and have you a nice bite to eat in Hazard and come on down for a rest.
You know, it's always interesting to see how Marty, when he's in a title defense like this, how he paces himself during the match. He wanted to get an early start on this guy. I guess not really knowing anything about him or his past, his wrestling abilities, and not take that chance. And it's probably a good thing because this guy, he is relentlessly working on Marty, and perhaps that early start may be what helps Marty along in this match. Watch out, big flying body press. 1, 2, only a 2 count. The big man won't stay down.
This man may want a title shot at Thanksgiving Turmoil, JR.
Could be. It could be. We do know that Marty is scheduled to wrestle. We're not sure who the opponent's going to be. I'm sure it's going to be a well of a match, whoever it is that's earned that shot against Marty. So there's a lot of top contenders.
AMW's got a full stack card for this night. So don't worry about that, folks. Looks like Marty is kind of down for the count. Wow.
A little overconfident, I'm afraid.
Yes, that's a little overconfident.
Drops down with that elbow. Well, that was a long-standing elbow as well. I mean,
He's giving Marty too much time. If
leg.
you're going to have to stay on Marty, he won't stay down for long.
Marty Clay trying to make his way up. Masked man. Sends his man into the rope. Missed that clothesline.
Mr. No Name's hard to put on the mat, though.
Wow. Marty Clay having trouble getting the big man
That
off
size
his feet.
advantage.
Missed that clothesline again. Here comes Marty with that. Oh, catches his man. Whoa, beautiful kip up, G.
This kid is so athletic, JR.
Man, I tell you, Marty Clay in tip-top shape. Look at this, what you got, the slice of bread. Oh, my goodness, 1, 2, and 3. And he sends the masked man home in defeat. Right here on Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Television, Marty Clay comes out with another victory, G-Man.
Yes, he comes out with another victory. We'll be hearing from him next week.